Okay. Then this one is just beads. All kinds of beads. I've kind of got them set up with metal colors, that kind of thing. These are larger beads. Then this one is pretty much vintage. Let's see, I can pull this forward a little bit more. So I've got feet, hinges, clocks, file type pieces, clips, sewing doodads, buckles, knobs, keys, lights, all kinds of things like that. Oh, excuse me, leaning over, allergies. This is animals. So like I have a hummingbird, butterflies. Look how cute that is. A mouse with his tail. Isn't he cute? Then I've got a hedgehog. And a squirrel. So don't know what I'm going to do with them, but too cute. I've got a Snoopy. I love him. But I've got cats and rabbits and horses and sea creatures and things like that. Birds. This is all flowers. Let me make sure I'm still... Let me move this up just a little bit now. Getting a little higher and closer to the camera. There we go. So I've got big flowers, I've got rhinestone flowers, I've got leaves, different pieces that I've found, earrings that I've taken apart, and we've got little sunflowers, haha, get it? And I've got cute mushrooms and metal flower, great flower centers. You know, lots of different things that'll make great flower centers. There are earrings that resin flowers, you know, so all kinds of flowers and leaves. This is kind of, I don't know, just dressier stuff. Got lots of rhinestone stuff in here. I've got lots of bling. These are all different kind of lockets. Lockets. So I've got a lot of those. Watch face pieces and parts. Metal type pieces. I've got, these are cute. I sold some of these. They're a little telephone booth. Oops. Got the little door that opens up. Look how cute that is. Yeah, I like these. Oop. See, am I in like Flynn? Okay. You know, but just some different architectural pieces. Lots of hearts. Lots of different kind of hearts. This was actually a necklace I wore when I was a little girl. Yep. So, got, whoops. We got the world, and it actually twirls around. Pretty cute. So there's that, and then last, but certainly not least, this is large stuff. So, book plates, different metal frames, big butterfly doodads, metal pieces and parts, lots of watch and clock handles. Okay, and then down below that, actually have one more, and this is all letters. I don't use this near as much as I should, but like I have all the J's, and I have all different kinds of J's. I have plastic J's, I've got chipboard J's, got square J's, I've got round J's on you know, bottle cap J's, got little bead J's. So, and I've got just, you know, Scrabble pieces. I've got actual plastic letters. So just I got them all incorporated in here, and then I also have 0 through 9, and then I also have and the ampersand and the yeah, you know, those other hashtag and exclamation points and that kind of thing. Okay, so now I'm going to move you over, and I'm probably going to lift you up for this first part. Okay, right here. The first hanging file folders don't actually have anything in them. I just found them not too recently because I needed some more, but I haven't put more in here. This is knitting and crocheting that I need to put in its place. But anyway, the first one is advertisement. So like here is a Purina pictorial. It's pictures of some American saddlebreds. It's kind of horses I used to ride when I was young. Well, I think the last time I rode a horse I was 49. Anyway, I am hooking myself on, hold on, let me squeeze together here. There we go. Okay, where am I? There's my fingers. Okay, and then this is art, and these are books with art in them. All different kinds of things that go with that. Biblical, so this is all kind of church related, Bible related. These are birds. So there's calendars with bird. Where am I? Calendar with birds on them. All different kinds of, you know, if I like the pictures that are in the calendars, I will take them apart. This is I'm trying to pull together a book on detectives. So anytime I find something that I think would go good for that, I stick down in here. And this is kind of what this is all about. If I have something that I'm interested in doing a book on, or if I just have a bunch of stuff that's for one type of like this next one is flowers. Now I'm not especially interested in doing a huge book on flowers, but like I have a bunch of cards with flowers in them. These are some older cards, and those are some not so older cards. I have a lot of art pieces with flowers in them. These are some printables that I have that have flowers on them. Lots of different flowers. So, you know, there's that. This next one is, I can't read the word on there, games, handmade papers. So I have some books with handmade papers in them. All of them are right there, pretty small stuff. And most of this stuff is pretty small stuff. This is historical, mostly American historical. United States of America historical. This is home info, so any kind of, this is description of articles that you might find in your house. Furniture company tag, you know, so those kind of things. And a lot of these things I will make copies of if I'm going to use them, and a lot of these things I will just use the originals. It just all depends on what it is. I found this in a thrift store, Learn with Language. It's conversational French. I have German, these are yep, sewing patterns, and they're in German, so I love that. Maps, all different kinds of maps, world maps, state maps, that kind of thing. This is all kinds of music. It's not all of my music, but it's just some of it. This one is ocean, so I've got some things, where am I? Paper with ocean stuff on it. I just went through that not too long ago and made a book. Now these are all printable, so these are all things that I have that I can, oh, for heaven's sakes, I keep lowering this, I'm so sorry. These are all things that I have on my computer that I've purchased or found. And then this is all vintage things. So I've got lots of girls and all kinds of stuff there. And then in the back here is some really cool file folders that I had. So there's that. This one, let me bring it to the table. I have this and I call it my, well, it's, the book is Favorite Finds, but I have like in these folders, so this is different advertisements that I've found in books and things. So like join the Air Force, Hitchcock's new monthly magazine, Second Liberty Loan, Molly's, some street store, Bluebird on the Mountain, I think that's a bed and breakfast, 1,000 miles and return in 5 minutes with the long distance telephone. So all these kind of things that I have found in magazines, books that I have. Now this is bizarre. I have to show you what I've got in here. Things that I've found that I just couldn't pass up. So like that right there, I'm hoping that the glare is not so bad that you can't see that. Kind of weird. And then there's this. That is an ad to a store, and I just thought that was really, really weird. So the Velvet Lounge, unique urban clothing. It's in Maryland, so they just gave them, I think it's an actual store opened. Just gave them a review. Free advertisement. So that's what, you know, when I'm going through books and I'm trying to, because sometimes I get so many books. Here's buildings. So if I'm going to do some kind of architectural type, like there's a cabin. There's oh, what a beautiful little charming, you know, what about putting that in a fairy book, you know? And here's an old castle picture. Here is some interesting, the way they took the picture. It's just a stick drawing kind of thing, you know. So, and there's that same, I think I found it in a different magazine. I was kind of awestruck. But anyway, so that's, you know, what I do there. Now going back, trying to do it slow enough here. Okay. I'm going to put this back down. Okay. And let's see. I wonder if I stick it down here, if you'll have some good light. I think you will. Okay, so if I put it right here, you'll be able to see. Okay, so these are just little address forms, score pads. So this is bridge, crochet abbreviations, more bridge pads. Here's a lot of different phone number pages and project pages and Monday through Friday weekly things from an old planner. I've got a couple of those. More project pages. Robbie Rabbit. I don't know. I don't know. Couldn't tell you, but there it is. I've got it. Okay. So there's that. This next one. Okay, so I have greenback stamps. The books full of stamps. I've got some old pictures. You know, these are just things that this is Affy Hastings somebody, and just I've got some old Hearth Club coupon, Octagon Premium Department. Not really sure what they were from, but I got a bunch of them. And I've got some laundry tickets, all different kinds of laundry tickets, stamps. I've got an old Jack Marin from Baltimore. Yep, I don't know what date this is. But 70s. I've got some pesos. I've got some Louisiana premium certificates. So just, you know, just lots of doodads, postcards, University Travel Company, Old Waverly Hotel receipt, Gail Kane. I don't know who she is, but, you know, I mean, I've just got lots of little doodads and interesting things that would make a journal, you know, kind of a step above what you might get if you say you just had printables or you just had, you know, scrapbook pages, that kind of thing. So I like to add as much different things to my journals. This is all index cards. Anything and everything to do with index cards. I just ended up with so many that I just stuck them in one of these things. And that's not going to go back on there. There it is. Oh. Alright, that didn't get put away right. Shame on me. This is just pads. So, like, it's never too late to be what you might have been. Fish, dogs, Christmas, flowers, just all kinds of pads. Paper pads. So, I will never run out of things to write on. And we have one last thing on that table, and that is, this is paper clay. I like that stuff. And then I have some air clay, and I have some molds, and an extruder, clay extruder gun with all the little pieces and parts. Got that at a garage sale. So, and I just keep all that right in there. So guys, that's it for today. I will see you next time with part 3. Thanks for joining me. Bye.